Carl Jung once said that the greatest tragedy a child can experience is not poverty, not hunger, not even loss. It is being raised by a parent who is physically present but emotionally nowhere to be found. And psychology has a name for what happens to those children. It is called emotional neglect syndrome. And unlike physical neglect, it leaves no visible marks, no bruises, no scars anyone can see. Just a child who learned very early that their emotions were either too much or completely invisible to the one person who was supposed to hold them. People who were raised by emotionally absent parents develop a very specific set of behaviors that follow them silently into adulthood. And most of them never connect those behaviors back to where they actually started. They become the most self sufficient people in any room, not because independence came naturally, but because they learned before they could fully speak that waiting for someone to come was a waste of time. So they stopped waiting, they stopped asking, they built an entire internal world where they handled everything alone and called it strength. But here's what nobody talks about: that same self sufficiency becomes their prison. Research from Harvard Medical School found that children raised without consistent emotional attunement develop a hyperactivated stress response, meaning their nervous system is permanently wired to expect abandonment. So even when someone genuinely shows up for them, even when love is real and present and consistent, their body does not believe it. Their brain reads safety like a trap. They do not know how to receive, only how to give, only how to perform, only how to be useful enough that maybe this time, this person will stay. And here's the behavior pattern that reveals everything. Watch how they respond to kindness. A person raised by an emotionally absent parent does not receive a compliment and feel warm. They receive it and immediately search for the hidden motive. They cannot simply accept care. Their nervous system has been trained since childhood to treat unexpected warmth as a warning signal, because in their earliest experience, warmth was always temporary. It always disappeared. So their brain learned to brace for the disappearance before it even happened. Psychologists call this anticipatory emotional withdrawal, the unconscious act of pulling back from connection before connection pulls away from you first. It is not trust issues. It is survival intelligence that outlived the danger it was built for. Ancient Stoic philosophers described this pattern as the wound that teaches, the idea that the deepest human adaptations come not from what we were given, but from what we were forced to survive without. And the people who survived emotional absence did not come out broken. They came out hyper-aware, deeply observant, quietly powerful. They read rooms that others cannot feel. They noticed shifts in energy that others completely miss. They developed an emotional intelligence most people will never reach, because most people were never forced to understand human behavior just to feel safe inside their own home. This is not damage, this is adaptation. And there is a profound difference between the two. This is their psychology, and it is time someone finally explained it.